Today on Crawl, Walk, Strum, I'm going to show you your next 3 chords. Let's strum.
You were starting to crawl and then you wanted to walk and then you wanted to rock, so you picked up your guitar and then you started to strum. Crawl, walk, strum.
Hey friendly strummers, I'm MAXXFIELD. If this is your first time here, don't forget to stage dive the subscribe so you don't miss a thing. Crawl, Walk, Strum is an easy guitar learning method that I've designed over the past 20 years with hundreds of my students to take you from the first strum to the big show. Let's get started. In our previous lesson, we learned our first 3 open chords in the easiest voicings that are on guitar. We learned how to play a G chord, we learned how to play a C chord, and we learned how to play an A minor chord. Today we're going to learn 3 new chords that we can add, bringing our total up to 6 chords. Before we actually learn those next chords though, it's only been a couple weeks since we learned the first 3, and you might still be struggling with those. If you still are struggling, don't worry about it. Just keep on trying and put in a lot of attention to detail. Everyone learns these things at different speeds. Sometimes you learn a chord and it's really easy, and then other times you just struggle with it for a few months, but you will get it if you keep on trying. The first chord we're going to learn today is the open E minor easiest voicing. For this chord, get this, you actually just strum string 3, 2, and 1 without even pressing anything. So it's the easiest chord, period, on the guitar. And why does it work? It just so happens that the guitar is kind of tuned to E minor to begin with. So there you go, E minor. Let's practice our E minor chords now. Remember, we're going to do 4 bars of whole notes where we count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to do 4 bars of half notes where we count to 2 for each strum. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to do 4 bars of quarter notes where each count gets a strum. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. Strum, 2, 3, 4. Strum, 2, 3, 4. Strum, 2, half note time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Strum, 2, strum, 4. Quarter note. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. The second chord we're going to learn today is a bit trickier than any of the other chords we've learned so far because it uses 3 fingers. Now, for this exercise, we take finger 1 and we put it on string 2 on fret 2. Then we take finger 2 and we put it on fret 3 of string number 2. And then we take our finger 3 and we put it on fret 4 of string number 3. So we have 4, 3, 2, fretwise. And we get B minor. Now be careful on this one because this has 2 opportunities where we might accidentally block the next string. If this finger here is being lazy and a little bit too flat, it's going to block the next 2 strings. This finger here might accidentally block the last string also. So be careful. Make sure to curl your fingers and come directly straight at the fretboard and go to the edge of the frets in the best place, and you'll have your best chance at success. Remember that we want to do an arpeggio to test this chord. The arpeggio is when we play each note of the chord one at a time. Rather than strumming them all, we go. When we do it this way, we might notice something like, for example, this. You can hear better if you're missing a note when you arpeggiate it. But once you get it good, then we strum. Now let's do our B minor chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, half notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, quarter notes. 1, 2, chord we're going to learn today is by far the trickiest of the 6 chords we've learned so far. It also uses 3 fingers, and it's called the D major chord. This chord, we take our middle finger and put it on fret 2 on string number 1. We then take our third finger and put it on fret 3 of string number 2. And then we take our first finger and reach it over top onto fret 2 of string number 3. So we have fret 2, fret 3, and then fret 2 again. Sounds good though. Almost every single student I have struggles with this D chord, and it's why I teach it to you last out of the first 6 chords. But it's not that hard and you will get it. Just put a little bit extra time into it. Try not to compare it to your other easier chords that you're having success with, and take it as a challenge. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, half notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So today we learned 3 new chords. We have our E minor chord where you don't even press anything, it's just 3 open strings. Then we have our B minor chord where we have fret 2, 3, 4. And then we have our D major chord where we have fret 2, fret 3, and fret 2 again. Now let's combine our chords. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, switch. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's take some of the chords from our first lesson and one of our new chords and play an awesome song by 21 Pilots called Heathens. This song uses C and then A minor, which is just adding 1 extra finger, and then E minor, which is just taking all those fingers off. So you're going to get 2 C chords, 2 A minor chords, and 4 E minor chords. I'm going to put it on the screen. Okay, now let's try Heathens. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's Heathens by 21 Pilots. That wraps up today's episode of Crawl, Walk, Strum. If you got value out of this lesson, don't forget to stage dive the subscribe and pick slide the like. If you have any questions or comments or ideas for future lessons, leave them down below. Thanks for watching, happy strumming, and until next time.
Crawl, walk, strum.